It's not like composite. You can see we're getting a little break here, as we had for a while. We had a little sunshine break through those clouds from the city northward. A couple showers earlier in central and southern New Jersey. But wow, look at the wide view. And there's that area of rain. Even some thunderstorms. Kentucky down into parts of the KC. Futurecast shows overnight that precipitation continuing. You can see a little sleet, freezing rain mixed in. Rain for most of the area tomorrow. And look at those temperatures going nowhere, holding in the mid-40s with a strong northeast wind, 15 gusting 30 miles an hour. Shuts down tomorrow night, a much better Sunday as sunshine returns with a strong wind. And we'll see temperatures get back up closer to 60 at that point. Steve Teresa.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, that should do it. All right, so I'm gonna watch the news and tell you guys about wrestling.
There was a lot of drama.
All right, an envelope containing suspicious white powder was
Yes, I got Chevron and Wendy's. I got 2 jobs now.
Yeah.
I give my manager like, fuck. He's like, damn, girl, you're a beast. I'm like, right?
Yeah.
Steven Teresa.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, you're a workaholic. He actually called me a workaholic and a beast at the same time. I'm like, workaholic, huh?
I turn on the camera so I can talk about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you in the bedroom. I'm actually still kind of, I'm not ready to lay down yet, though. I'm still kind of buzzed. Oh my god, Donald Trump. White supremacy. No, I love white guys, but that's the white guy I don't like. I love white meat, you know, but I don't like that one. What? At least I'm being honest. I love blonde weasels, but that blonde weasel sucks.
Yeah.
Like he's really crazy.
He's more orange than blonde.
No, that's like about his race.
Talking about Trump.
That's like about his race. He's Caucasian. That's you know. Yeah, he's yellow, but I'm saying like he's Caucasian.
I want to hear about this.
Wait, what did it turn it up, honey?
Trump suggesting that legal action against him could trigger nationwide violence that could be, quote, catastrophic.
We've already seen the consequences of incitement from the former president.
His post an escalation of threats, even against Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg himself, posting this photo holding a bat next to Bragg's head.
We should absolutely understand this as intimidation of people involved in the administration of justice.
Friday afternoon, NYPD emergency service units surrounded the DA's office after a package with suspicious white powder was delivered to Bragg's office, along with a note that reportedly read, "Alvin, I'll kill you." The powder was ultimately deemed non-hazardous.
We are already seeing investigations online about Alvin Bragg's whereabouts, members of his family.
Security details are being stepped up in and around the courthouse as we await to see if the former president faces criminal charges. The question is, are Trump's actions setting off a security challenge for law enforcement?
I think they have the situation well under control, and the key to the situation is intelligence, intel, information.
Now, the grand jury is expected to reconvene next week. That said, tomorrow, Trump will hold his first major rally since he announced that he was running for president again. That rally taking place in Waco, Texas. We're live in Lower Manhattan tonight. I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News. Teresa and Steve, back to both of you.
All right, thanks, Jessica, for continuing coverage on the Trump investigation. Keep it right here on Fox 5 and on our website, fox5ny.com.
10 people suffered minor injuries, including 8 firefighters in a Chinatown fire. Flames tearing through a building on Mott Street this afternoon. This is Citizen App video of the 3-alarm blaze. Officials say it started on the first floor and it quickly spread to the upper floors. When firefighters arrived, they were met with intense flames and some heavy smoke.
It was really for the efforts of the firefighters that came in quickly stretched the lines, quickly got into the building that mitigated any loss of life.
So far, no word on how it started, and 7 people suffered minor injuries, including 1 firefighter, after a fire ripped through an apartment building in Brooklyn. It happened this morning at 494 Hendrick Street in East New York.
Wow.
Citizen App video showed a firefighter rescuing a person, helping them climb down a fire truck ladder.
I'm down.
An investigation is underway.
The NYPD says they're searching for the suspect accused of groping 2 teenage girls on subways in the Bronx. Police this surveillance video of the man they'd like to speak to. Officials say the first incident happened on March 9th at the Grand Concourse in East 149th Street station, when a man inappropriately touched a 15-year-old girl multiple times on a 6 train. The second happened on March 13th when the same man inappropriately touched another 15-year-old aboard a 4 train at the River Ave and East 167th Street station. No injuries were reported. in either incident. Well, new details tonight in that mass overdose incident at an upscale New Jersey mall last week.
We're now learning that one of the victims has died and arrests have been made. Fox 5's Richard Giacobbe has the latest from Hackensack.
29-year-old Michelle Edu was a single mom, a nursing student who moonlighted at the local cheesecake factory at the Shops at Riverside Mall in Hackensack. Last week, Edu and 4 other women overdosed on drugs laced with fentanyl in the mall's parking garage. Edu couldn't be saved.
For it to happen in a place like this, it's a high-end mall. There's a lot of people coming here to shop, very expensive things. Doesn't seem like a place that would happen.
The Bergen County prosecutor announced the arrests of 2 suspects charged with drug distribution that night. 48-year-old Garfield Jones and 52-year-old Robert McRae. Both men are accused of selling the drugs that authorities say the women thought was cocaine. But it was rather fentanyl, a deadly synthetic opioid.
This is not Russian roulette. If you take drugs or medication not prescribed from a doctor, it will contain fentanyl.
It was here in this parking garage where first responders used Narcan to save the lives of the 4 women who survived the overdose. And this is a big problem in the Garden State, a growing problem where authorities say fentanyl overdoses and deaths have skyrocketed in recent years.
They're not really
drugs like
saturated,
are now available at your local pharmacy without a prescription.
They got now nasal spray shit?
County law enforcement officers deployed Narcan more than 376 times.
According to officials, as of 2019, a scary number, 75% of drug deaths in the state were caused by this deadly and dangerous drug. Now police are vowing to find whoever is selling these fentanyl-laced drugs and arrest them for trying to kill.
We are also here today to sound the alarms. These deaths are due to the fentanyl that is pouring into our communities, killing our friends and killing our family members.
It's a crazy drug.
In Hackensack, Richard Giacopoulos, Fox 5 News.
Police are continuing to search for the suspect accused of etching anti-Semitic symbols across parts of Queens this week. This surveillance video shows a man carving a swastika in front of the Reformed Temple of Forest Hills on Wednesday. Officials say the synagogue is just one of at least 5 locations vandalized by the same person since Saturday, including at a junior high school and some residential buildings. Rabbi Mark Kaiserman tells us he's aware of a rise in anti-Semitic hate, but this was personal.
Feels like a violation. This is a sacred space. This is a place people come to for comfort and community, and to have a symbol of such utter hatred put in front of our sacred space is just a smack in the face of everyone for generations of Jews.
The NYPD is asking anybody with information on these incidents to contact police.
Well, incredible video out of West Reading, Pennsylvania, showing the moment. Look at that.
Damn.
A chocolate factory exploded this afternoon. A weather camera belonging to our Fox affiliate in Philadelphia happened to capture the blast before the building burst into flames. Multiple fire crews responded to the scene as heavy smoke covered much of the area. No one on any injuries. Here's another look at it.
Oh,
the factory is home to the R.M. Palmer Company, which is well known for its Easter candy.
Wow.
Yeah. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow testifying today in a trial over a ski accident in 2016.
Dude, what the
Goop
fuck,
being
bro?
sued by 76-year-old Terry Sanderson. He claims she plowed into him at a Utah ski resort, leaving him with permanent brain damage.
Oh, no.
Initially, he sued her for $3 million, but that was thrown out. Now he's suing for $300,000 in civil court. But Paltrow says it was Sanderson who slammed into her from behind.
It was a very slow move. It wasn't an impact. The impact came when we fell on the ground. So it's very possible that when the impact was made, I screamed, but I do not recall making a sound until we were falling or on the ground.
Okay. Now, Paltrow has filed a counterclaim seeking a symbolic $1 and attorney's fees.
$1?
Lived up to its name
That's
during this year's
insane.
NCAA basketball tournament. For the first time in the tournament's history, no #1 seed has made it to the Elite 8.
No way.
San Diego beat San Diego State.
First
beat
time?
Alabama, and less than an hour later, top seed Houston fell to Miami.
Holy shit.
Kansas and Purdue were eliminated last weekend. Purdue
That's
fell to FDU in one of the biggest upsets in tournament history.
Damn.
Who's playing the subways right now? The MTA also facing a huge budget shortfall.
What a new report from the New York State Comptroller says the MTA needs to do to gain back the trust of subway, train, and bus riders.
Plus, a bound local Congressman George Santos reaches a plea deal with Brazilian prosecutors over allegations of fraud.
And what's more New York than pizza and bagels? Well, a pizza bagel is nothing new. You've never seen one
That
like
looks fire.
this before. Details on the massive delicacy that is going viral.
Giant bagels? Fucking finally.
The news on Fox
Damn.
Five, by Kalahari.
That news was way better than wrestling. I knew the camera's on me, but that's too bad.